Hello, friends. This is Arlene on Life, and today I want to share a little story that I came across as I was reading First Chronicles. I'm trying to go through the whole Bible of First Chronicles, actually reading it in Spanish because I am bilingual. But when I read this story, it was just fascinating, and it just showed the magnificence of our God and how good he is. But the Philistines had just found out that David had been anointed king, and they wanted to search for him, and probably not to make friends, just to destroy him. And so in chapter 14, verse 8, it says this: When the Philistines heard that David had been anointed king over all Israel, they went up in full force to search for him. But David heard about it and went out to meet them. Now the Philistines had come and raided the valley of Rephaim. So David inquired of God, "Shall I go and attack the Philistines? Will you deliver them into my hands?" The Lord answered, "Go, I will deliver them into your hands." First of all, it is so important that we consult with God for every decision. I mean, Lord, go with me and stop me if I'm going the wrong way, for little things that you might think are insignificant. But there's big things sometimes, or important things that we come across, and we're trying to find out uh, if we should take this path or that path. And Saul, the king before David, had not inquired of the Lord, and he just went his own way and thought he would do things his way, and that was displeasing to God. See, God wants to be acknowledged. He wants to be sought because he knows it, because he loves us, and he doesn't want to send us into a perilous area. And so the wonderful thing is that David, the new king, sought the Lord and asked, should we go and attack them? Now, he was already there ready to go and attack them. But before he moved, he asked God. That's praying. He asked God, should we go? And then God said, go. Now listen to what comes next. This is like the thing that just thrilled my heart. In verse 13, let's just skip down there. Once more, the Philistines raided the valley. Now this is at another time. The time had passed. It doesn't tell us necessarily how much time had passed. They raided the valley, so David inquired of God again, and God answered him, "Do not go directly." Notice the difference. After them, but circle around them and attack them in front of the poplar trees. As soon as you hear the sound of marching on the tops of the poplar trees, move out to battle, because that will mean God has gone out in front of you to strike the Philistine army. So David did as God commanded him, and they struck down the Philistine army all the way from Gibeon to Gezer. I think that that's fascinating. I don't know if you caught it. But here's David, and he's told, no, this time don't attack them. I want you to circle around them, and then you're to wait. And when you hear the sound of marching on the top of the poplar trees, you will know that God has gone before you. And he will defeat the Philistines. And David obeyed. God walked, not just on water, like Jesus walked in the New Testament. God walked on top of the poplar trees and went ahead of David and his army. What a beautiful thing. I was just so blessed. God is amazing. We don't know the half of it. We don't know an eighth of it. He is so magnificent, so good, so wonderful. And to think that he walked on top of the poplar trees. And he told David, until you hear the marching sound, it was God marching to the battle on behalf of David and Israel. What a blessing. So I just pray that you would trust God. God is able. What is it that you need from him? Do you love him with all your heart first? Have you given him your life? Have you repented of your sin and turned a different way? And are you following him? And then are you praying and saying, Lord, should I or shouldn't I? And sometimes he is as explicit as he was with David, no or yes. And other times he either closes a door or opens a door. And then we trust him, whatever the decision, because sometimes it's unclear. But know this, that God has your best interest at heart, always. And he loves you. And so I want to encourage you today, trust the God that walks above the poplar trees and marches to the battle in your life and mine, so that we can be victorious when we've inquired of him, trusted him, and we move forward to fight for his glory and honor. God bless you today. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. God bless.